Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Longhorns will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ohio State's offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Wants to throw on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Longhorns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Back to throw. It's Manning. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Smith. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Smith.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short game. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Manning. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Coming after it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Here comes the Texas offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls out.
What an individual individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, you know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, the ground game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll try it again. He breaks a tackle. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes a connection. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Gibson. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The official says no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Going with the ground game left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Shakes off the defender. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for room. It's Gibson. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. The back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Quickly complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Trying play action. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Snatches it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Tate. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blue. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. This time he's got it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Flips it out to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It is good! And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They are up by 7 over Northern Illinois. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Longhorns have it with a first and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the D deny them on second and goal. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner is stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Looking to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And the missed connection on third down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Manning. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. On the run, it's Gibson. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Here's the handoff. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go with the run on 4th down. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Makes the catch and knocked down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Grab behind the line. It's Christian. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And it's caught. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. A new set of downs after the completion. Motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just gets rid of it before the heat. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock it down in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And the defense was all over it. They know 3rd down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Looking for a huge play. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Offense set on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Nice move to stay on his feet. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Stop short of the marker. And they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. All wideouts, no backs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Movement here from the tight end. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. What a huge call there. They had the turnover. Instead, the roughing the passer call takes it all away. Going for 6. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. On the ground, it's Blue. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This is